makikonside.
So I thought that I should give you a video tour of the good ship Emerald. Unfortunately, the weather is absolutely rubbish, as you can see. So I thought I might as well spend my time wandering around and showing you what it's like living on board. Okay, we're starting off in the forepeak. As you can see, we've got, let me just step back a bit, we've got one bicycle strapped in on one side of the forepeak, some bedding, Nicola's ukulele, up there's the anchor locker, some more books, there's always books everywhere, and second bike strapped in. So this makes a double berth. There is a V-berth for guests. You can see, as I showed you before, a nice new hatch. Okay, so if we come back out of the forepeak, we'll show you the head and shower. Okay, you can see my nice tiled sink, our little oil lamp we use in the evenings. If we look up a little, you can see the porthole, and above you can see the shower head, which we can set the temperature on. It's heated by the engine, and we can just turn it off and on with the temperature set to save water, and that works quite well. Okay, just bear with me. Oh. Or night vision. Okay, coming back out of the head, you can see the forepeak again, just to give you an idea of where you are. And here you can see our stove we installed with the piece of slate given to us, and just run up along it. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. You can see our nice oil lamps again. Moving across the other side of the saloon. It's so wet we might actually light the fire. More oil lamps and guitars. In behind our... this is a nice flat screen telly that runs off our 12 volt supply, which is quite good for DVDs. Okay, so just moving back a little bit to the mast and our saloon table. The other side, which is our best sea berth. Of course, yet more oil lamps. And then moving round towards the galley. You can see our nice Force 10 stove, sinks, dirty dishes of course. Coming on past the sinks onto the other side, where the companionway steps are. This is the freezer, which is huge as well and keeps about 3 months worth of food. So moving on round, you can see our chart table and all the nav gear. So if I just come across to that, there's our EPIRB. Okay, some switches. Going further back, we have our wet locker for all of our outdoor gear. Just put some lights on as we come through the tunnel. So we've got sort of sail stowage on one side, and on the other side we have, let's get some lights on, our lovely shiny Doctor Who type engine room. With really good access, these doors all come out and gives you lots of room to work on the engine, which is good. So some fuel filters, just move in, some big blue fresh water filters and the water pump. Moving across, lots of strange pipework, courtesy of me, which heats our hot water via the engine or via the stove you saw earlier. Okay. So moving through, you can see just up here we store our hydrovane into the aft cabin. Oop. Okay, so we've got our aft cabin. If I just turn around, that's the way we've just come through, this little low walkway. Again, one of our new hatches we put in. Nice big double bed with lots of books as usual. There we've got some instruments which just lets us keep an eye on the weather while in bed at anchor. Okay, we've also got, if we, not sure if I can zoom out any further, in here is the what used to be the aft head, which is currently a bit like a garden shed and junk room.